This is my first time traveling solo on a flight. This was back in 2015. I took a flight from LaGuardia Airport in New York City to St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. My aunt invited me out there, and I couldn't leave when she did because I had some things to take care of back in New York. And after that, I was on my way. Have you ever wanted to travel, but you felt like you couldn't because you still had small children, particularly traveling by yourself? Well, that was how I felt until I took this flight. This is a first flight of many that I started to take alone to be able to travel to different vacation destinations and take small vacations or mini vacations for myself where I could be replenished and practice self-care, which is very important as a mom. Right here, you'll see from an aerial view, you can see New York as the plane, continues to ascend. This was a very smooth flight. There was no turbulence. The flight crew was very polite, and it was just a pleasant flight all around. So I rested. I took my time on the flight to rest, so that by the time I got to the island, I would be, refreshed and ready to go. And the flight only takes a couple of hours. It's not that far. It's not that expensive to go, and you'll be basically in the Caribbean. So next stop, St. Thomas. So here we are. I'm on the beach. This is one of the many beaches that they have there. The water actually is so beautiful. It's a turquoise. It's different shades of turquoise. This time of day, it was like sunset. So even though I got there around this time, I still wanted to enjoy the beach. As you can see, it's quiet, secluded. They have many beaches. This is one of many, and all of them are beautiful. They all have their own unique qualities. So here I go on a beach, recording myself, just having a good time, getting acclimated to the place, and just chilling out, just taking time. I think it's important for us as moms to take time for ourselves without the children, so that we can be the best version of ourselves for our families. So right here, here's me stepping into the water. It felt so good on my feet. Just sticking my feet in the sand and getting grounded. And just, enjoying nature. I love nature. I love water. I love sitting on the beach by myself in the morning with a cup of coffee. That's usually how I start off my day. And it just gets me where I need to be for the rest of the day. So you can just hear that water splashing and enjoy the sound of the ocean. Press the button again to stop. This is where they film lifestyles of the rich and famous, because it's such a beautiful area. A lot of yachts are docked over on the other side and things like that. So we were just enjoying the scenery. This is a fun way to get around St. Thomas, which is predominantly mountains. This is called the safari. It costs $1, and it rides. You get on it, and it takes you from one place to the next, one destination to the next. If you need to get to the stores, the only thing you have to wait for it on the side of a mountain. It's no scheduled time for it to come. It's really hot. You jump on. There's no doors, but it's really a fun ride, and it's a great way to get around town. If you don't want to do that, you can take a taxi. Try to record us. Oh, you got it in the recording. It's recording? You sure? I see the numbers. Oh yeah, I see them over there. I like the actual pictures. It's also a good way to catch a great breeze. Yep. Oh, you the bell up there when you...
Yeah.
You ready to get off? Remember to hold on. It's a bumpy ride. Okay, so back at the Ren.
You said please work. I'm recording right now. What is this, a crane?
We're back on the beach with our tour guide, learning paddleboard.
Look at her cleaning up. Vacay. You on vacay? Could you please stop cleaning?
The sun is out.
No.
Great, cool
We about to
sea
get
breeze
on
going
the board.
on.
Watch this.
I didn't dare get on that paddleboard.
God.
I'm scared of that. I don't swim,
I woke
y'all.
up on this iguana. I don't want to get mad at me. All right, y'all. I'm on a mission. Where's he at?
Oh, and by the way, there's iguanas everywhere.
He's going.
Just like New York has pigeons. Pigeons are to New York as iguanas are to St. Thomas, if you want to use an analogy.
Let's see right here. Come here,
So
little iguana.
we're getting a tour of the place.
He's scared because there's too many of us. Damn it.
What little creatures are in the terrain.
What's the iguana sound to make? How you make an iguana sound?
I have an affinity towards lizards, y'all, so I spend some time talking to them and filming them.
He's mad. He's leaving.
I believe that these
Bye-bye,
lizards have been here longer than the people, and then I think that if you bother them or harm them, you're subject to a fine.
Y'all see a few?
They live amongst the people. They do their own thing, but they're everywhere, as you can see.
This one right here, like he's not scared of people. Look.
And they are big.
Hey, how are you? I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna.
They also have small reptiles, like the little tiny geckos. They have those. But these are everywhere. And another thing,
I have 2 geckos.
The trees that are on the
They're gonna
beach,
eat my geckos.
They are in the trees.
Don't eat
so
my geckos.
It's not a good idea usually to like sit underneath the tree because they could potentially fall out or jump out. I don't know. But I think that's where they sleep, is in the trees, and in the day or when they're out and about, they're in the grass. He's eating the grass.
He's eating.
They're out and about minding their business. And there's also seagulls and other things there as well.
You mad at somebody? He said, please.
There's another one.
Y'all taking video and all that? I'm sorry. He don't want to eat now. He don't know because like we was looking at the other one. He might think we trying to do something to him.
You smart.
You loyal.
See how they have the dollar?
We done broke into the national park.
Oh, film it.
Yes, I am. We're walking down the pathway. There go the chickens. They broke in too. Where the hell they at? Yeah, look, the wild chickens. The
wild chickens.
We the only ones in here because that's how we do things.
Mo,
we the only
you and the wild chickens are in the park.
This is. There.
That's you. You gonna? I'm gonna see
I'm
you.
just gonna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can.
Is it running?
Yeah.
Yeah, it started.
The seconds running.
Okay.
It's running. No, we're going over here.
The famous Lindquist Bay here. The beach. Another opening. I love it in the Caribbean how you walk through the forest and it opens up onto the beach. That like always amazes me. Okay, don't let your bag fly away from your box.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this stuff on top of it.
I'm gonna look over here. Okay, hello, good evening. Touching every beach.
It's 6 down.
Okay.
Oh God, here we go.
Please don't go too far back.
I'm not gonna go too far back.
I have my shoes on here.
You can cut it.
Enjoying again one of the most beautiful beaches in the Caribbean, Lindquist Bay.
He's going in.
Down for a little bit. bit of nightlife. So they decided to take me out to one of the local lounges to enjoy a little bit of music and things like that. And that was also a great vibe. So that's my auntie over there in the background.
Hey fellas, that's video. Something wrong.
Okay, and before I left, I took a little short flight to Puerto Rico. It's like a 10-minute flight, and this is what I found when I was there. I went over there actually just to eat lunch because it was just so quick to get over there. It was literally a 10-minute flight, and then from there I went back home to New York.